alright, this is a normal going to Walters race thing. The last time we come up this early on the side of Gilwern, we blew a radiator out. This time for no reason we're going to check it. The temperature gauge went up to red and then come back down. There's water in there. Doesn't seem to be hot, but I just stopped to check it because I've just got a thing about this new air. The bonnet's down, liquid ribbon.
Okay.
Off we go.
Just needed to stop for a wee, to be honest. No, it's an excuse.
1 hour later.
I found out what was wrong with it. Why did the temperature come up?
Why not?
Yeah. Well, before we left, when I stopped at Phil's, we had a little water leak, and that's where we found out that the core plug's gone.
Yeah.
The water was spraying out. So we
Right.
took the top hose off it and put some rad sealer in it.
Yeah.
Put it on, and of course we had an ear lock.
Right.
That's what I'd done, because it hadn't come up to temperature. As soon as it got on the come up to temperature, and the temperature gauge went up.
So how do you get the airlocks out? Do you take the cap
Take
off
the
and run
cap
it?
off and let it go broop, and then it's alright.
So we arrived on site and we had to start getting the tent set up, and about halfway through the tent getting set up we had to go to the drivers meeting.
Sunny and windy today, rainy and windy tomorrow. And the aim of pre-running is to let you guys drive the course, plan your weekend in terms of the race.
So we just went through the really long drivers briefing. Come down for a sneaky look at the track. For the car.
Dad wanted to show Dad wanted to show everybody the steps, so it's probably worth
This is enough.
We'll worry about that later. Back to the pits.
We are going to Scrutineering now, where they check the car and make sure it's safe. And then straight after that, we're going to come back, get into our race suits, and then go for a look-see around the course. Just to have a look at it and see what we're facing tomorrow.
Scrutineering is the part where they check that your car is safe to race and that you are safe to race. They check all your safety kit, they check your roll cage, they check your lights, they check all the bits and pieces and make sure that you're in accordance to the rules. We were good to go. With one more addition.
We're going to put the grip tape on here, and then Chelsea won't fall flat on her ass when she gets out of the car.
That would suck.
And Connor fitted the timing device, which has to have a direct line of sight to the floor. Meanwhile, we'd got kitted up and hopped into the car, and then everybody made sure we were all strapped in safely, ready to do our sighting lap. Here we are, pulling up to the start line. The marshal checks that we've got our wristbands, which say that we are safe to race.
Okay, gloves are on. Hands, yeah. Hands are tight. Yeah. Happy. Follow the orange till you get the blue arrows then, and there's a couple of guys, our guys still on us, just keep your eye on them, but they'll all be on your way. Cheers.
So the sighting lap has a set speed limit. You're not supposed to go full road speed because you are just looking at the lap. You see here is some directions there. He said look out for blue arrows because we are in the stop pass, which means we get some bypasses and some really tough bits. Now it took us a really long time to do the sighting lap, so I'm just going to show you some highlights from the lap and actually cause us some trouble later on. You can't see it in this video here, but there is a stump right in the middle of the ruts. You'll be forgiven for thinking that this was the end of the lap, but it wasn't. The pit entry was halfway around the lap. We had another half lap to go.
Meanwhile,
So you just saw the guys in their big cars go up those step rocks really successfully. This was the first big rock that we encountered on our way around, and we just smacked our diff on it. A little bit of wishing, and let's go again. So with that out of the way, we carried on around the second half of the track, which I won't show you off now because you'll see some of that in the next video. This is when we got back round to the rock steps. We had a couple of issues here. First, we had to figure out what on earth the marshals were doing at the bottom. They just waved us through, so we're like, yep, sure, no problem. We'll pick our way up here. Trying not to hurt the car because, again, this is the look-see lap. We really don't want to break this car. We need to race tomorrow. Did you hear that click? Dad's telling me he's broken something inside the car. I'm like, no, I don't think we have. You'll see that all four wheels are still turning. Made it up that step, but our next mistake was right. And that is where we did the rear prop shaft. Here's the race organizer coming down to tell us don't break it. So, okay, well, we'll back off gently then. Try a different route. At this point, we're not sure that we've broken it. So we'll give it another go with external direction. Precarious 3-point turn. Now we know that we don't have rear wheel drive. Bugger. Time to get that winch out then. You might find it hard to believe, but this is actually my first time doing anything serious with a winch. I'd always been taught just to drive it. Yeah. Hey marshals, thank you. So we winched it up and got it back to the pits.
Those steps are fairly brutal. I mean, they're bigger than the 110, and we don't have a lot of travel, so really tough. So we're going to walk back to the pits now and see how they are, see if the car's still running well enough to go and compete in some racing. Oh.
I've got a boo-boo. Would you like to see?
Is this... I'm going to have to blur it out. You'll be the one blurring.
Oh.
What did you do?
I caught my little finger on the door as I was getting out of the car. It's not even dramatic or elegant or...
It's just a little finger injury.
Just a little finger injury.
we'll see how this develops through the weekend.
Boys, if not, James A is probably the closest one. Might have a shot for that.
You got no chance.
It's a long shaft, isn't it? Short shaft at the back. They only have a magnet.
Hello, good evening. Here we are on the night shift. Yeah, we had a problem with the diff, the studs that hold the diff in when we put the nuts back on them, because the thread's been damaged from where we hit the rocks. So when we tightened them up, they undone the studs into the diff. So we had to take the diff back out and then redo all the bolts and the diff housing, and then put the diff back in. Well, we're nearly finished. Yeah. Yeah. Ready for the morning. We'll get on the end of the queue and follow them round. I think it's going to be a slow run tomorrow, I think. But what else would we be doing tonight? If we weren't fixing this, it's not raining, so it's alright.
Just sitting around.
Yeah, it's sitting rain.
Where's your